name is Amagana, and you're welcome. First of all, I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel, but I never felt motivated to do what I was supposed to do. But then I just felt like, okay, it's time to make an introductory video. Because without an introduction, I really can't start a YouTube page. So instead of waiting for the perfect time, I just decided to start now. Because now is now. You never know when the perfect time will be. So first of all, we're going to start with my name. So for those of you that are familiar with me, my name is Amagana. I also respond to the lottery. Yeah. So first of all, I'm a Ghanaian. I do have a lot of Ghanaian friends, Nigerian friends. I have friends from Sierra Leone. I have friends from Uganda, Liberia. Yeah. So today we're going to get to know more about me. And on this page, actually, we'll be talking about my relationship, my family, my work, my day-to-day living, how I survive, the kind of things I'm into, my weight gain, my weight loss, like every single thing, from cooking to, I'm not really that big in fashion, yeah, but anything that has to do with me, I'll be putting it out here. So this is actually supposed to just be an intro video, and I like eating. I don't have a time for eating, first of all. I eat when I'm hungry. I don't know anything about breakfast, lunch, dinner, all that. When I'm hungry, I eat. When I don't have money, I sleep. That's it. I started my primary education at, so let's start with kindergarten. Yeah, so I honestly can't remember. Sorry, it's Kidditech. It's in the zoo. Yeah, so my kindergarten school was Kidditech. It's a very good school. And when it comes to primary, I was in class 1 to JHS3 at the same school, OPPS, Osu Presbyterian Preparatory School. Yeah, and when it comes to SHS, I went to Agri Memorial, so I'm on a MOSA. So Agri Memorial is in Cape Coast. Yeah, I was there for 3 good years. And after that, I went to University of Ghana. I actually had to defer my first year because of some little issues, you know. Yeah, and after that, I did my national service with Ghana Institute of Journalism, G&J, the branch in Jawuli. There's one in Osu and there's one in Jawuli. What else? I've actually done every single job you can think of, except being a stripper, of course. So right after SHS, I became a secretary for a company in Melo. Yeah, so I've been a secretary, I've been a bottle girl, I've been a waitress, I've been a cashier, I've been a slot attendant, and I also, just last year, I also learned how to braid hair, for not really to work, but I just wanted to have the skills. And early this year, I also learned how to fix nails. I'm a nail technician, manicure, pedicure, anything that has to go to do with nails. Yeah, you can call me for that. And also, I recently just learned how to do lash. So mainly what I focus on is the strip lash and then the cluster lashes. Not necessarily the individual one where you have to lie down, but cluster lashes and then the strip lashes. Yeah, and I always fix my own nails. I always do my own toes. Just by the way, I do have a boyfriend. Yeah, I do. I know you want to ask. I do have a boyfriend. He's Nigerian actually, and also I come from a small family. I don't know if it's small, but my parents are alive. So my mom and my dad are Ghanaians in Osu. I'm the firstborn out of 5. So after me, there's a sister. After my sister, there's a brother. And there's 2 girls, twins, Mona Lisa and Melissa. So you guys are the first to know this, but I've never openly told anyone. I always claim the twins as my kids, and everyone thinks they are. So for anyone watching this, the twins, the twins are not my kids. They're actually my siblings. Yeah, they are my mom's last born, and I think they are 9 years old. Yeah, they were birthed in 2016. Yeah, so they are 9 years old currently. They are not my kids. They are my siblings. I love them so much. I had to put my education on hold. I had to make sure everything went well for them. So I have this bond with them. Actually, my family is a family of love because if you guys are to meet my dad, he's a comedian. Same as my brother, my sister, me, and even the twins, they are funny as hell. Yeah, I'm a Cancer. I'm a July born. Okay, let's start with how I got my name Amagana. So I was in high school, SHS, and it was my first day actually. We were going to the hall, and that same day I got two school sisters. You know, when you are assigned to a school mother or you get a school mother, if they have other school daughters, then automatically they turn into your school sisters. So I had two. One was called Margaret Wood. I remember very well, and the other one I don't remember. But we were three, and I was in the middle. And everything about me was off. My hair was bushy, my uniform was short, and I was in slippers. And you know, when you come to school, you have to be in sandals. Your uniform should be long, and your hair should be trimmed. And everything about me was, yeah. So we were just walking, and I had Amagana. We had. So my friends said one by one, they were like, no, the other one. So the next person said, they said no. And then when I said, they were like giving me fuss, hey, Amagana, Amagana. So to date, I never really know who they are, like individually. They were a group of guys. I think they were in Form 2. They were in their second year, and I was my first year by then. That's all I know, but I don't individually know who they are. So it was after a year later, I befriended a guy. He's called Sparkles. We didn't really date, but he was the only person I was free with. So people thought he was my boyfriend, but nothing like that. So he later confessed and told me that, oh, he was part of the team. They were like 4 or 5, and they associated me with the movie. By that time, I think the movie called Amagana came out. Nana Mama Brown, and she was fair, her hair was bushy, she was, you know, bougie with her walking and one. I've never even seen the movie till then. So that's where the name Ghana was from. So just so you know, I got it from SHS, my very first day in school. How will I sum my SHS experience? I'll say memorable, even though I don't remember so many things, but I'll say memorable because I was not a friendly person. People don't easily approach me, but I'm nice. I don't know how to explain. The only people that had access to me was mainly my classmates. Even with that, it's selected people. Because even though I play a lot, I wasn't too friendly. And even till now, I don't have friends. That's it. But there's one girl called Sharon Dodu. She was a good friend of mine. Who else do I remember? So I was a business student. So I did business in uni. Yeah, I was into financial accounting. So I remember Sharon Dodu. I remember Brisky, but I've forgotten his real name. That guy was a good guy. Who else do I remember? There was one guy called Edmond. He's short, but that's all I remember. Yeah, so I'll just say memorable. And my university experience at Legon, I'll just say was exhausting because I was the class rep for the first and second year. And I had to just give up in the third year because it comes with a whole lot of stress. For you to be a class rep, you always have to be present because you have to go for the markers, you have to go for the dusters, you have to go and sign in, you have to go and do this and that. The lecturer will always give information through you, will give you, you have to be typing a whole lot. So I never really missed class, but I'll just say it's exhausting. Yeah, and I didn't really make friends. I think I made 2 friends. There's Michael Adaman. I called him Kofi, yeah. And then there's also Jeffrey, Jeffrey something. I think ATL. So those were the only 2 friends I made in school. That's in uni. That's like yes. And there was this girl called Miranda. I've forgotten her surname, but there's this girl called Miranda. We were in linguistics class, so I did information management and linguistics. Yeah, that's all I remember. Have I nearly lost my life? Yes, I have nearly lost my life. So that was the day, the week Ebony died. Was it 2017 or 2018? It was the week Ebony died. I think 2 days after my grandmother died. So that same week, a guy befriended me. Long story short, he was actually a thief and he lied to me. He wanted us to hang out at the Marina Mall. So I dressed up only for us to get to, is it the embassy, the Togo embassy after, oh, cantonment, the embassy over there. It was dark. So it was in a taxi. He was together with a driver. He was a Muslim. They stopped the taxi somewhere. He brought out a knife, took my bag. I was having 2 iPhones. I was having headsets, my Ghana card, and my grandfather was sick back then. I was supposed to take him to the hospital the next afternoon. They took everything from me, my money, my key. I literally lost everything. I only came alive. I came out alive with my vagina and my slippers. That was the only thing. And he tried to jab my hand twice with a knife. So if I wasn't fast in those 2 occasions, he would have jabbed my hand, and it was crazy. And so when I got home finally, I got some lifts from some police cars, like 10 minutes. I had to run all the way to Cantonment. So So when I got home, my grandfather was worried and was like, was I raped? Did they hit me? Was I beaten or anything? I was like, thankfully no. They stole my stuff, like they collected my stuff from me, but it's better that way than me losing my life or being raped or anything like that. Yes, I would say that was a near-death experience because not many people come out alive or not injured or anything, and I came out with no scratch. It was a crazy experience. I'm not really too much of a good cook. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give myself a 6. Yeah, I think 6 is, I would have said 5.5, but I just want to make it a whole number. So let's say 6 is okay. I'm not really a fan of makeup. I've never been a fan of makeup. So, but when I used to work in the club. So when I work in the club, with that one, it's more like expected. So I have to do makeup by myself. I've never paid for a makeup in my life before, because I mean, why am I even going? I have to pay for makeup? No. So I just usually do my best. So one of these days, we're gonna have a makeup tutorial of how I do my simple makeup. So that's it. And what again? On other occasions when I do makeup, like recently, I just joined this model show. It's Ghana's Next Star Model, and we have makeup artists on the set that do some glam for us. Yeah, but like I said, I myself, I'm not really a fan of makeup. But the only thing I would always go for is a lip combo and some lip gloss. That's it. And I always have to have my lashes done, and I always have to have my nails done. Those are the only priorities. Anything else, I don't really mind. And I would say, even though I'm not too big on jewelry, I like to have some rings on my fingers, and I usually like to have a necklace. And when it comes to hair, I'm not really someone that's really into long hair. If you guys go through my page or get to know me, you realize I like short hair. Because I feel like short hair makes my face bold, it makes my face comes out. But I'm not trying to deny that I look good in long hair or I like long hair. Then also, I feel like long hair is a little expensive as compared to short hair. Yeah, so I think I'll consider myself someone that's into short hair. Am I really into alcohol? Not really. I only take red wine, and I can also do tequila shots. Yeah, I think that's all. So red wine and tequila shots. Anything wine, sweet wine, I'm in. Tequila, yeah, it's okay. What's my shoe size? I'm a size 39, but currently I think I'm 39 open. That's like 39 and a half. Yeah. My favorite food, homemade, I would say jollof. But if it's outside, it's banko and tilapia. Yeah. How many tattoos do I have? Guys, can you guess? Guess. Guess. So I have 18 tattoos in total. Yeah. How many piercings do I have? So there's 4, 8, 9, 10 in my stomach. So I have 11 piercings. Yeah. And guys, I'm also into piercings. I forgot. So if any of you are interested in piercings, it's very, very, very affordable. Yeah. I'm also into piercings. But I mostly focus on only the ears for now. I don't want to have any issues. So yes, I'm also into piercings. How many drinks do I have to take before I get drunk? When it comes to red wine, after the first glass, I get tipsy. And after the first glass, I get tipsy. After the second glass, I can't remember my name. And once I finish a bottle, just know we have to call an ambulance. But mostly when I get drunk, I need my man, because, I mean, why not? Mostly when ladies get drunk, we tend to need some love and affection, cuddles and all that. And it's only right to call your partner or want to be with your partner. Yeah. Do I really have friends? For now, I'll say maybe 2 or 1. Am I hardworking? Yes, I'm very, very hardworking. Anything that concerns work, I'm always interested. If you should call me right now and tell me that this work, this is the salary, or weekly, blah, blah, blah. So far as the money makes sense and I'm not humiliating myself or doing anything illegal, I'm not killing someone, I'm not stripping, I'm not stealing from anybody, I'm in. I never say no to money. Anything that brings money and it's positive, that I will not even be embarrassed that my family or my friends will know about. Just count me in. Anything that is clean money. And also, I used to be a pickup girl for Nigerians and Ghanaians. Maybe people that want to use Ghana card to pick up money at the bank. I used to also do that, and I get my 10% share and extra bonus. Am I likely to get pregnant? I don't know how to answer that, guys. Have I fought a girl over a relationship before? Physically, no. But maybe over the phone, trying to call and be like, hey, you know, he's my man, blah blah blah. I think I only did it once, yeah. But for a girl to rather call me and warn me about their partner, I think maybe like 3 times, yeah. But for me, it's only happened once, and I don't think I'll ever do that again. I think this will be the end of our video for now. And once again, my name is Lady Laudry, also known as Amagana. And always remember, it's better to start now than to wait for the right opportunity or the right moment. Guys, so this is not a wig, this is a sew in. It's a sided part sew in. And I did my own nails, like I said. What else? And also, I gained weight, guys. There's this thing about me, I lose weight and I gain weight. It's really random. For no reason, I can get up and I'm looking fat, the next day I'm looking skinny. But right now, I think I'm looking fat. And do I want to lose weight? No. But do I want to lose tummy fat? Yes, because I think I'm gaining weight on my tummy. So maybe I want to lose some little fat in my tummy. But the overall weight gain thing, I think I'm okay with it. And about my skin, I hardly cream. I always just embody myself in baby oil. Yeah, because I realize I have allergy to so many creams and my skin is very sensitive. So I think I'll end my video here, guys. And I'm hopeful to get to know you more and for you guys to get to know me more. So please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and share this video. Yeah.